Greetings, adventurers, and welcome to the Adventure Incorporated podcast. This is episode 234. It is the first episode of the King of Perrinith story arc. I want to give a huge shout out to our patrons at patreon.com/adventureinc who make this show possible. Right now I'm really shouting out patrons Graydon, Jake, Kayla, Michael, and Phil. Without our patrons, this show would not be able to do some of the really cool stuff we have coming down the line for you, and I promise there is fun stuff coming down the line. All kinds of cool things we're really excited to announce pretty soon, and I can't wait. Of course, if you want to support the show other ways, there are t-shirts available at our website, adventureincpod.com, including the limited edition t-shirts that are only going to be up until March. On the 1st of March, they will disappear. So a new limited edition shirt will take their place. We also have the regular logo shirt, which I am wearing right now. I love, and a whole bunch of other stuff up there. Some other goodies. So go and check that out. All kinds of great stuff up there that helps the show. And of course, if you don't have monetary means to help the show, we totally understand, especially with the world as it is. We totally get it. But there are other ways that you can help. One of the most important ways is to tell people about the show. Go and find your friends, go and find your friends' friends, go and find your friends' friends' friends, and let them know about Adventure Incorporated. Tell them to come and check us out. You know, I know there's a lot of a backlog here, but that might be a good opportunity for someone who's looking for some content to consume. Let's get started. Nobles and farmers, knights and scoundrels, gather round to hear a tale of excitement and mystery. Brave adventurers facing grave dangers. Keth, the fighter monk.
On a lighter subject, how's the whole corruption of the Iora Church going?
On a lighter subject?
Yeah.
Jebeddo, the rogue.
We're basically family. So do you want to admit to your family that all you want to do is learn how to read so that you can read pornos?
Jennuvera, the sorcerer.
Oh my god, guys, it worked! The plan worked!
High five!
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god! We should have a plan more often!
Asher, the druid barbarian.
With my nipples? Why are my nipples not convincing?
Prepare yourselves, for this is the tale of Adventure Incorporated. The ritual, Lanier performs the ritual. He starts immediately. And for a few moments, Steph, you see him, he's muttering something under his breath. He's beginning to glow slightly. And then you don't really have a conscious memory of what comes next. Instead, you feel that connection that you have to the dragons kind of overpower you. That blood that runs within you, it's like it's heating up in your veins, but that it's taking over your consciousness in a way. And you feel this sensation, like a building pressure, like squeezing and pushing, and you are simultaneously pushing out against what is being squeezed in on you until there is a feeling like glass breaking. And that warmth runs out before it is flows and channels away from where it once was to something different, something else that glows within you. It is still there, still vibrant, still a warmth and a glow, but now instead it is changed. It is different. And through all of that, you thought about this for a long time. You picked something that resonated with you, but you cannot help but hear repeated in your mind over and over and over and over and over again. Cultivate. 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 You don't know what it wants you to do, except that is something inside of you now, something calling that it wants from you. A desire. When you come to from this experience, you look around this chamber. Most of the other dragons are feeling the same thing. They are, you can tell that their eyes are rolled back. They are lolling their heads. They are feeling this sensation more acutely, undoubtedly, than you are. Many others have simply left. The portal in the back is active, and you get the sense that those who have most resisted have already just moved on. This process will be a longer one for them. But of those who accepted this into themselves, you suspect you're probably the first one to come around. Sithalum is standing nearby. Lanier is not even in the cave anymore.
Cool. Are like the other dragons, they're not like unconscious, right? Like they're
I wouldn't say
feeling
that they're
it, but
I wouldn't say that they're necessarily conscious either. Like they're not on the ground unconscious, but they are
Yeah.
definitely like unaccessible.
okay. Okay, guys. Good work. Where is Sithalum?
Sithalum is just next to the platform that you were standing on. He too seems to be his ragged breathing is coming through, but he does not seem to be cognitive.
All right. She's gonna pat him on the shoulder a little bit, and write a little note. She's gonna tear out a piece of paper from her notebook. She's gonna write a little note that says, "Thank you for all your help. Great job. I might be right back.
Great.
I also might not. Love." And she's gonna start to write Jennuvera, but she's gonna cross it out, and she's gonna write Isthlam.
Okay.
And then put Jennuvera in parentheses underneath that. And then she's gonna go out of the cave to find her pals.
Just outside the cave, you see the three of your friends and Lanier, who is standing with them.
Hey, how did it go? Did we do it? Did you do it?
I mean,
Was it done?
it was Lanier's out here now. He's alive.
It is
and
not
he-
my place to speak of things that occurred.
Oh.
Yeah, he wouldn't tell us shit. Boy, what happened?
Yeah.
No. So yeah, he did great. They agreed. They did it. We did it. We did it. Sorry, I'm feeling a little like, it's like, you know, when you take a long nap in the middle of the day and you wake up and like you ate a big lunch and then you went and slept for 3 hours and your stomach kind of hurts, you know, and you're a little groggy, but like, you know that it was good for you and that you'll feel better, like way better. That's how I feel.
It's just real specific, but I'm gonna roll with
Yeah. I don't know
took a lot
that
of
exact
naps
feeling, but like
in my
I support
when I
you.
was at home.
Okay.
There was not much to do besides nap. You like read all night and then like nap all day. Like it's just how it rolls. Anyway,
like a cat, except
yeah.
that needs.
Except also that I'm a dragon. So, we did it, and that's, I guess, like, Lanier, do you know what we do now? Like, I didn't want to just hang out in there while everyone was, like, half asleep.
They're asleep?
But also, I don't want to just abandon them.
I suspect that this conclave has come to an end.
Oh.
When
well,
they
I
awaken...
left a note, so...
Good. When they waken, they will make their way into the world. Those who are now most bound to this will follow our tenets. Those who are not have still... They are still falling sway. I suspect for a time they will have to follow rules they do not understand, while still following rules they cling to.
Yeah. That's okay. I mean... that's okay, though, right? Like, there won't be a period of, like, total lawlessness. It'll be a transition where they're kind of bound to both, and then...
They will not be broken from their bonds of one until they have fully accepted the bonds of the other.
Gotcha.
Those in there now have done so. And I will say that we of the Fae are not like the Celestials. They like their rules codified. Ours are a little more internal.
Loosey-goosey?
I would not use those words. I would say internal.
Oh.
They are... I guess loosey-goosey.
Like, intrinsic?
Yes, they are not strictures with which one must follow. They are simply what we are. And
it's like in the traveling play Legally Blonde, when the main character is learning the law, and she finally understands that there's a difference between, like, rules, like you can't cross the street when the light's off or whatever, versus things that are inherently bad, like murdering a good person or whatever.
I got to admit, like, I got the general idea of what it was saying at that point, but I didn't know what it meant when it said the lights were off. It's a foreign concept to desert nomads, so I was like, I'm with you.
But I get it. I think I'm with you. You have to feel Fae laws, instead
my
of just
point
kind of
is,
being told that they're right or wrong.
Yes, and ultimately these dragons are going to make their own path now. Truly the ones who have accepted this are closest to your lawlessness than those who have not. There will be a transition for them before they can in their own hearts turn away from the strictures that they have sworn.
Okay.
Itaha lands on your shoulder.
Where was that?
Where was it? Where were you? Wait,
there is now a black pseudo-dragon that wraps itself across your shoulders and around your, like, the behind your neck. And when you see it for a second, like, you just know it's a Taha. And then it clicks in your mind that this weapon has changed. No longer is it a crossbow, but now it is in fact this creature who is bound to you magically. So Ataha gives you a +3 now instead of a +2. It deals if you choose to make Ataha attack, as you might with a crossbow.
I'm not even gonna write that down, but
like,
okay.
Like those videos of people who hold cats and, like, pretend they're guns.
It's like if you send a Taha out to make an attack, it deals 1d8 plus 1d8, 1d8 piercing plus 1d8 acid.
Oh, that's so cute.
Now, the extra damage from the weapon still applies while casting spells, so your extra acid damage went up to a 1d8.
Okay, so sorry, it's +3 to attack. And then its damage is
1d8 piercing plus 1d8 acid.
okay.
That 1d8 acid does transfer to your spells.
Okay, so all of my spells are an extra D8 instead of an extra D6.
Yes.
Rad.
And you can change you can still change the damage between acid and fire for any spell.
Yep.
And at will, it can take the form of a pseudo dragon. So it can transform back into a weapon if you need it to.
Okay.
But it takes the form of a pseudo dragon. The dragon stays with you and does not have any attacks unless you choose to use the attack action with it. Like, it doesn't have any natural attacks on its own. If it's separated from you, it will try to find its way back to you. And while it is on you, it confers all the other abilities of the weapon. And once per day, Ataha can be a source of transmutation magic for you.
Whoa.
Nice.
Today I can fly. Woo! Hold my crossbow and touch the sky. Woo! I'm so happy. Vera is going to have like a moment of stunned silence, and then she's gonna like pick him up off of her shoulder and just like have that, you know, like pet moment where you hold their hand, their head in your hands, and you just like stare into their eyes because they're so pure and full of love, and so are you, and there's this just mutual like absolute full of love feeling. She's so attached to this beautiful creature.
You should hold its whole body, though, not just its head.
Well, yeah, I am, but I'm making the analogy to like when you have a big dog and you hold its head and you smush your face in it because it's such a cute little noodle.
Yeah, I just meant for safety, though.
Maybe under the arms, you know?
Yeah, like a baby or whatever, but cuter.
How do you hold
God. No, don't hold the baby that way either.
By the head.
by the face?
No,
You're so
like
cute, I'm
going
to shake you.
I said under the arms.
Oi, bloody hell! What's she doing to me? Why is she? Okay, that's better. There's
A little
ton
bit of the
dragons
love
over there.
fades from her eyes.
Can you believe? Oh, of course you can't hear me. You never hear me. That's fine. That's all.
No,
That's all right.
No, I can't.
You
I can't.
me? You can hear me?
Sweet little noodle, yes.
What? Oh, that's great. I've been trying to talk to you for ages now.
Oh my
and
gosh,
it just hasn't worked.
I'm so sorry. I've never heard you.
Well, hey, I'm glad you just kept with me, and we've been through a lot together. But I just, I'm happy to, be receiving some dialogue here.
I'm happy to be getting an upgrade from an extra to a bit part. Better put me on the crate tire.
Yeah, what's all this transmutation about, innit?
Oh yeah, I feel real strong now. Can't wait to try out some of these new this new body essentially. Yeah. Check me out.
Yes, I am checking you out.
So, those keeping score at home, 2 of the weapons are very horny, and 1 weapon is British.
Yeah, we don't know about that weap's horniness yet.
I could go for a big tug right now.
So, now that I got a boy, fancy a shag?
This Austin Powers just immediately.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, everyone in the UK who listens. I'm so sorry.
I'm not. This is brilliant.
Except for the people who hate Cockneys, then you're welcome.
Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay. Ataha, is it cool if I still call you that? Is there another?
No. Tahoe's great for me. That's what I think my name is.
Okay.
So
well,
let's keep on calling me that.
Thank you for everything you've done for me. For the last forever.
I thought we were goners in there. We didn't have those big dum-dums in front of us taking all those hits. So those dragons, they would have got us.
Well, I was more worried about when I actually got hit with those shadow creatures. Yeah,
right before, yeah.
If the dragons attacked, we'd have been toast.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, we didn't have these lugs over there.
No, let's keep our distance in fights again from now on.
I agree.
Like
I
normal.
agree. I didn't like that earlier.
Can you
Hopefully
feel
there's no
it?
more shadow creatures around here.
Can you feel it when I get injured? You can feel it?
Well, it's less a somatic feeling more than a sort of empathetic feeling. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. No, I totally get what you mean.
Yeah, just we've been through so much together that I feel like, we're one being.
Me too. Oh my gosh, and best friends.
Oh,
she says that and like she looks around and she says, best friends.
Lanier leans over to Keth and Jebeddo, and Asher's like, does she do this all the time?
Oh, no. It's a whole thing. It's just...
This is actually the first time I've seen her with an animal.
Yeah.
Other than
really excited
other
about
than
it.
the horses. Yeah.
Well, I guess she knows the horses.
Hopefully she's better with this than she was with horse anatomy, at least.
Clearly I'm not. I tried to pick him up by his head.
Ya, Savannah!
So
What
I have a
comes
question
I'm so sorry.
outside of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Ataha is a creature,
Okay.
do we also hear it talking?
No, it is still a telepathic link between
Okay.
Ataha and Jennuvera. So all she's been doing is just staring and, I guess, cooing this entire time.
Yeah, that
at
tracks.
the.
Oh my god, they can't hear what I'm saying?
No.
She looks around and she's like, isn't this amazing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never seen a creature like that before.
Also one that can talk.
Well,
I
mean, I've seen creatures that can talk, but like that one doesn't.
Definitely not
Yeah,
some
I mean,
creature like that can also talk.
it makes noise, sure. Like, and I'm sure it uses those vocalizations to communicate
Wait.
with other members of its species.
Also, I guess
but-
that's not true because dragons talk, and that's kind of like a dragon. It's just like a small
it's
one.
like sorta a dragon.
Yeah, like
Ataha
partial
shoots
dragon.
daggers at with its eyes at Jebeddo.
it shoots a laser.
Wait, so you guys couldn't hear that whole conversation?
Oh.
Jennuvera?
Oh.
So, Doonsong can talk, and I pull out. I pull out Doonsong. Yeah, my weapon can talk too, and I have it turn into like as close to a pseudo dragon as I can, and like put it in my hand.
So it's just a lizard. It's a fat lizard in your hand.
See,
But this is what I got. This is what I got,
it-
pal. I'm sorry.
like you're doing a good job, and like I'm
thanks.
moving my head as if I'm talking to it, but apparently it's telepathic. So
What kind of trash lizard is that over there?
Okay, this is crazy. That's Asher's
Komodo
sword.
dragon.
But apparently nobody else can hear what we talk about, and this is everything I've ever wanted. All I've wanted is a friend that I could chat to and not have to share this thoughts with
For the first
my friends, and I love them.
time in forever.
Well,
Wait. All you've wanted is a friend to talk to
Yeah, but
that isn't your friend.
Yeah. Because like Ty, you don't understand. Like you've seen everything I've gone through, and you know how hard they judge me for like how much I think about things. And will you judge me?
well, I think we just need to take things on a day-by-day basis, love.
No, you're right. You're right.
We just, I thought that I would be wanting to talk all the time since nobody could ever hear me. Now that you hear me, I'm kind of all talked out right now.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay.
It's a great.
Okay.
But yeah, no, love. I would never judge you.
Okay. All right. Cool. No. So we've had a really long day. If you just wanna, you curl up. You can take a nap on my shoulder or wherever.
Oh, all right. That seems nice.
Okay. All right. It's really good to meet you.
Very nice to meet you.
Great.
This was the best choice ever. Oh my god.
Oh no.
I was like, she's gonna be mad.
Oh, so good. No, it's so good. Love it.
So, now that you have this thing with you, where do you intend to go now?
Well, so, Asher, your Doonsong talks to you.
Mm-hmm.
And
He's
Gebeddo,
a real creep, but I like him. And I put the Komodo dragon back, and it turned into a sword and put it, away.
Thanks, bud.
I got you, fam.
The lizard thing was kind of demeaning.
Hey.
That one was way cooler than I am.
Yeah, but whatever.
I mean...
Yeah, but, also, you can do cooler things, so don't worry about it.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah, I got you, fam.
Yeah.
We're good. We're tight.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All
So tight.
right, good night.
And Gebeddo, you said... Did you say...
So yeah, before Asher and you reported talking weapons, I was pretty convinced that I was having conversations all the time with Caliesto. Turns out, it's the all-seeing blade, the unseen blade, my swishy.
Oh.
Multiple names, all over the place. But yeah, all-seeing blade, unseen blade, my swishy, talks to me.
Okay.
Keth, that
Keth?
happens with you
Keth?
and your redeemers, right?
Keth takes the quarterstaff out and cracks it over his knee and says,
Talk, bitch!
I just let them do the talking, but non-verbally with hitting things.
And non-lethally, right, Keth?
Right, but they're talking non-lethally and hitting things.
So, this might just be me, but it sounds like your weapons aren't talking to you. And I think it would be really cool if maybe we focused our energies on trying to help that along.
Oh,
yeah,
sure.
that'd be fun.
Yeah.
Let's do your things. Gebeddo, check. Asher, check. Jennuvera, check. Keth,
Yeah.
let's check it. Let's get it checked.
That checklist we made forever ago, 5 years ago. We're just crossing stuff off of it.
Oh,
And we
yeah,
should
I
be
still
checking
have
it
it.
off.
Oh yeah, take that out.
Yeah, it's here. You want me to read the list?
Yep.
The
Go
things
for
that
it.
we still have to...
Keth keeps his fingers crossed that he's on it.
Okay, ley line of transmutation, check. Ley line of necromancy, ley line of abjuration, check.
Asher kind of
check.
pokes his head over the shoulder and tries to follow along, but is having some trouble. He's trying to read it.
Kings all together.
What is
Look
that
for
letter?
Super King. Check.
What's
check,
that
check,
letter?
Check. That's a V.
Oh no.
You'll notice many of them. Also many Ks.
Oh, I thought those were check marks.
No, the check mark is the one with the littler side on the right and the bigger side on the left.
Right.
And then
I thought that was an L.
that's
Wait.
the check.
What?
That was an
That's
L.
incorrect.
That's a back.
Justice for my check marks.
No.
No, wait.
Yes, I am left-handed.
Even in
goddammit.
fantasy world, that is
Even
wrong.
my fantasy
That's an
checks
L.
are the right way.
You told me that was an L.
Clearly
Technically,
not.
No, that's when there's a 90-degree angle. That's an L.
I don't know what.
When you do something the wrong way, but just to commit to it, that doesn't make it the right way.
It is the right way. Okay. Gebeddo, kill Cardoso's check. Asher, deal with Braz and those
What was
guys.
your oh no, Gebeddo?
When you said pick a super king, that's not checked off yet.
Yeah. We should.
Nope.
Yeah.
Because we're in a place right now with a king that doesn't recognize the authority of the super king.
Oh.
Sorry to smash that forward momentum train right into a wall here, but
Yeah, you kind of did.
I feel like maybe we should address that.
I mean, we are here, so maybe geographically speaking,
It's our
we're closer to
geographically
finishing.
Yeah, it's our geographically closest quest.
Do we?
I'm okay with that. I think we have to hear back and see if anyone finds Dunglaris. But in the meantime, maybe we handle this now.
Yeah, if we could get maybe a message to see any status, because maybe we can feed two birds with one stone here. And
Asher would.
no, Asher's a
Keth
meat eater,
approved.
but
He
he
only
cares about
uses-
animals. So.
Yeah. He only uses animal-friendly idioms.
Yeah.
That's right. Asher would, for sure.
Okay, so all right, so Lizard King, Keth, where is Dunglaris, or where was he last seen? Do we have that kind of information?
We don't.
Yeah, we had asked people to find it, right?
Right.
Yeah. So he was like, he was in Verena, and then he moved around, and we don't know. Each of the kingdoms are going to keep a lookout for him, though.
That's right. And they said they'd arrest him. Okay, so what if we go deal with the Lizard King while we're here, hop back to Adventure Incorporated, and then we do your thing?
Are we gonna? How are we dealing with it? Are we?
The Lizard King?
Yeah. Is this a? Are we committing some light regicide, or are we gonna go? Like, I guess deal with the Lizard King is a big thing, considering they're an occupying army.
Have you considered we could just talk to it, because we're really good at that?
I
don't
we're
know if
getting
that's
better.
just me having an inflated sense of ego right now, because I just convinced a whole room full of every dragon in New Merida to go tie themselves to someone that they hate.
I'm gonna level
Well,
with
not
you.
every
I'm gonna level
dragon,
with you,
but-
Jennuvera. I never
Well, sorry,
think about talking
every
about it.
essentially every dragon, because it trickled down.
Well,
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I love that Lanya's just like hanging out on the side, popping in every. actually.
well, actually,
Yeah. That's a very Lanya move.
yeah. Sounds right.
I mean, we could talk to them. That seems like the right call, but like also they're an occupying army, and we have no real intelligence on them other than the fact that they are an occupying army, and that we sent my tribe to go muss them up a little bit.
Well,
Yeah.
we told your tribe that they could take some land of their own.
Well, that's some mussing.
I mean,
that's mussing.
well, yeah, but we didn't tell them to muss them directly. We didn't say, "Hey, go muss these guys."
They're pretty they're pretty muss forward.
It could be implied that we knew that they would muss, but I don't think we ever gave them explicit permission to muss. You know, it's like
Yeah, they don't read
It's like we were talking about earlier with this is kind of like an intrinsic thing to y'all's people, right? Is that you're a little mussy.
Yeah, they don't really get subtlety either. So
So it wasn't us, is all I'm trying to say.
sure. Well,
Yep.
Technically not us.
Yes.
Technically they're making that choice themselves, which,
they.
And I would love. I hope we get there before they do, so that
ooh, yeah.
they don't mention us when they may or may not muss.
They're probably gonna muss.
Yeah. Yeah, but maybe they won't be like, and Asher told me to, as they must,
Based off your understanding of time and the amount that has passed, you'd be relatively certain mussing has already occurred.
Yeah, they've definitely mussed. There's been a lot of mussing. If muss has happened, there's been plenty of time to muss. All of the up has been mussed. They've mussed them up.
Yeah. I see.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
This is a weird bit.
maybe-
This is a weird bit. It's just a confusing one.
But we're moving forward though, so I like it.
That's fair.
Yeah. We're getting to the part. So what do you? Are we just going to go there, and then Jennuvera's going to convince them all to
gosh.
cheer on the Super King?
But you just said you were
It
so.
sounds like a good plan, right?
Yeah, I mean, if you can do that.
I mean, it's worked in the past.
You just convinced the whole room of dragons. You told us that it was like you were able to just convince every dragon ever.
All right, hands in.
and
Ready on 3.
beat Gorn.
1,
Oh gosh.
1,
2.
3.
1, 2,
3.
3.
Oh no.
So yeah,
All right.
I guess the plan is to head down to the Lizard King.
Okay.
I assume
Is he at the castle?
he must be at the castle, right?
If
Like,
I was a
and-
Lizard
oh.
King, I would be there.
And we must know that because we've been sending like groups to talk to the Lizard King, right?
We sent something.
We sent a group to the castle. at one point.
Yeah, but I can't remember if that was actually an Adventure Incorporated group or not.
Doesn't matter.
There was reports.
But yes,
that
I
said
think
that
ultimately the castle was taken, and the lizard folk and gnolls occupy the palace. So you can reasonably guess that the king of whatever is going on between these people is in the palace.
So let's go.
Yeah, I mean, look, if the orcs have taught us anything, no one is just an angry monster that hates you and wants to kill with no reason. They probably have reason. They might not agree with our reason, but there's reasons there. They may still hate us, and they may still want to kill us, but they're not just dumb monsters. They might be smart, which could be bad.
And the other thing that the orcs taught us is that Jennuvera can always just kill them all.
Yeah.
Let's go!
Let's go!
Keth kind of goes like, yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
Still sore.
The four of you, Lanier, he doesn't go with you. He breaks off and heads another direction.
Bye, Lanier!
Down southeast through
Good luck with your
Perrinith,
dragons!
I have nothing more to do with them. I mean, I don't have to do anything, but thank you. They're part of my family, but I don't have to do anything.
I give them a big thumbs up.
Yeah, he just leaves. So you guys are heading to the west and south to head toward the capital city in Highgrove, which is pretty far west into Perrinith. It takes you guys another week on foot to get there. During that time, the four of you you're traveling. You have to spend some time avoiding some rather large patrols of lizard folk and gnolls. I assume you're avoiding them?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure I wasn't taking away your autonomy and dealing with these lizard folk and gnolls.
I appreciate it.
But, you guys are a small group. You're pretty used to this stuff, and you find ways to protect yourselves from, these troops that are marching. You do pass by a couple other small villages where, again, you see that there are still other members of the greater races here in Perrinith, but that the lizard folk and gnolls are definitely in control of these villages. You guys make your way to Highgrove. As you arrive, it is heavily guarded. There is a lot of activity here. Most of it seems to be lizard folk and gnoll activity. There are a large mass of gnollish guards. Gnoll nards.
Gnoll nards?
Yeah, I figured I would make this
no.
G silent also. So I guess
no
wards. Gnoll wards.
But now I'm just picturing a bunch of balls. And it's your fault. Hairy balls.
I don't know. That's
Standing
not great.
guard holding spears. Have little
think
helmets.
this kingdom is
Roman helmets, obviously.
Obviously.
Obviously. I think this kingdom is lost. we should just leave it.
So there's a bunch of gnolls standing guard outside the palace.
Standing nards.
Yeah. You guys can. This is the main entry to the palace. There are definitely other ways to get to. The Palace of Highgrove is set up around. Like the palace is in the center, but there's almost a small portion of the city inside the walls of the palace, and then like the building itself is in the back of that area. There are more ways into the inner part of the palace, but however you guys want to try to do it, it's now up to you.
Hey,
How do we want to do this?
well, should we talk to the remaining non-lizard folk and gnoll who live here to get a better scope of how this is being controlled, like to kind of better understand if we need to sneak in or if we need to negotiate, we actually have information on what is actually happening here. Does that make sense?
Do we see non-lizard folk and non-gnolls, and what are they doing?
You saw them in villages as you were coming up. You don't see any from outside the palace.
I should have had this idea earlier.
No, it's a good idea. I don't want to head back.
What if we... Gosh, I'm full of traveling play inspiration today. What if we dressed up like the guards and we kind of fell in line and like chant along with them, and then just kind of get ourselves into the castle and like listen to some of the things that they're saying, so we kind of have a balance of listening to people's opinions and sneaking in, like doing it at the same time.
Lizard folk speak a language, and I cannot stress this enough, that I don't understand. So listening to them might not be helpful.
Common?
No, they probably speak... Do they just speak common? Not to each other.
All the ones that we've met have.
That's true.
They've spoken it to us, yeah.
But to themselves.
And the gnolls.
Also true.
Although I don't remember gnolls speaking.
I don't either.
It kind of feels like forever ago.
I know,
since
but
we
I
ran
believe
into a
you.
gnoll.
Well, so just I think that if the lizard folk spoke another language, it would probably be Draconic, which I speak. So we could hope they're speaking Common, and then if they're not, then we still have an ear.
And I mean, don't worry about me. I can just turn into like a fly and zip in.
Yeah, but do you speak Draconic?
No, I don't. It took a lot for me to admit it, and I just want to all acknowledge that. But I'm trying to move past my future slights against my friend and colleague Jennuvera, warrior.
It's good of you to move against your future slights now. That way, when you do them.
Yeah. I want to apologize in advance for when I'm...
Let it be known.
By invoking the times I've apologized once.
Keth says, if I was a better monk, I'd be able to speak any language and understand any language ever. But I'm not right now.
What's holding you back?
And I don't know if I'll ever be. And he's sad.
Have we considered just trying to talk, go stand in court the way that regular people who want to stand in court stand in court?
Yeah.
I guess not.
We're envoys from the south, and we have reason to be here.
We don't want to tell them that because we're not supposed to cross the border. So maybe we're from Perrinith, but also just here to be here.
That's fair.
You just want to
hear from the new
intel?
king. Yeah, we don't have to. I don't feel like we have to make a big deal of it, right? We just have to be here to be here.
That's true.
Sure.
Let's try it.
I'm going to say this with all of the kindness in my heart, Gebeddo. I feel like that's a terrible idea.
Why?
Because
why?
I don't see any normal residents of Perrinith here either.
That's why I feel like we need
I'm totally willing to go. If this is what we want to do, I will raise my hand to agree. But I'm just saying we're the only non-lizard folk / gnoll in this area.
Well, that's why I feel like we're going in without any information. We need to get information to know.
Should we turn back and try to explore the city some more?
Oh, that idea sounds less good.
Why?
Because I'm tired. Feels like we're going backwards.
We're not going that further back. We're still in the city. I guess.
Okay,
so I should say you guys are not even in the city, really, because I guess that's not true. You could be in like the outer parts of the city, but the city heart is inside the castle walls, and then the palace is in there as well.
Okay, so we don't want to try just being normal people, and we don't want to gather more information on why that's a bad idea. But we do want to come up with a cockamamie scheme.
Yes, because that sounds like so much more fun. But I totally understand. You guys are probably right. Let's do your thing.
How about a compromise? In that we get inside by being regular people, but I think we do need a reason for being here because the guards might stop us. So we can talk about that.
So not a cockamamie scheme, a half-cocked scheme.
Ooh, now we're talking. Here we go. All right.
It's just more familiar to me at least.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Here we go.
All right.
All right.
Gebeddo, what's our excuse?
Yeah.
Are we gonna do please help
bluff?
guards? My friend is sick. That one's a good one.
Ooh,
we just bonk him on the head.
Are we then going to like take them out when they go around the corner?
Oh, I was thinking like our friend is sick and we carry them through the gates into the city.
But then what if they're like, oh no,
we need
quarantine.
to see the king.
No, not the king. I mean, that's ridiculous.
No, that was me, a human.
Oh, not the king. That's fucking.
Oh God, EllisonJennuvera folk is here and he's mocking us.
No, I was thinking like we got to take him into the city to get like city medicine because country medicine is bad.
But then what if
homeopathy is bullshit? You know what I mean?
Let's do it. I like it.
But like it could be anything. It could be anything that we need to be in the city to get that we can't get in the country.
Yeah, it probably shouldn't be a rare disease because then they'll definitely not let us in.
Just like a really bad cold.
Or like a.
All right, Gebeddo, I'm picking you up. And Keth, let's like run up and act like we're real nervous. So Keth takes off towards the front gates. Help! Hey, my friend here, he's hurt real bad. We just need some medical services inside. We'll be real quick.
No flesh ones inside gate.
It's real important. We'll be in and out before you know it, and we can pay. We can pay.
He turns to look at his friend, and then like he's conferring, and he turns back. He says, "No flesh ones inside gate. Flesh one can die for all we care. Go. No in gate. No in gate."
Like I said, we can pay. And Keth takes out 100 gold coin and just throws it at the feet, and then just starts to walk forward.
The 5 lizard folk, the 5 gnolls, as soon as you throw gold on the ground, they draw their spears. How you get shinies?
That's all we have. We don't need money. We need medical help. These are my friends. That's all that money's yours.
You're not supposed to have shinies.
I don't anymore. You have it. It's all yours. That's all.
They look at each other, and they just look back. And they say, "You under arrest."
That's fine. Just let us through.
And they pointing spears at you. They surround you and start to move you and Gebeddo in past. Two guards go with you, and the other 3 stand with they're scooping up the coins really fast.
Should we do something, Jennuvera?
I kind of feel like right now the best thing for us to do is go invisible and for you to turn into something small so we can follow them in.
That's a good call. Let's do it.
All right. Jennuvera turns invisible.
I turn into a spider and sneak in.
Okay.
I definitely feel like you could have killed those guys.
Oh, totally. But it's not important.
I'm just saying. I'm right here.
I know.
Like if you wanted to.
Good night.
Okay.
Night.
Call me though.
I will.
If you want.
Totally.
Yeah. To do this later.
Okay. Why? Okay. It's weird. It's weird that I can telepathically whisper to you.
All right, so the four of you are now beyond the gates. The two guards that are like poking the spears, they're basically like shoving you along, Keth. And after just a few moments, like a lizard folk with like, he's got like almost looks like metals hanging off of his armor, walks by, and he's like, "Why do you have a fleshy one in here?" And the gnoll was like, "He had shiny. No have shiny. Go arrest." And he says, he looks over you, Keth, and you, Gebeddo, and he says, "Where did you hole away your coin, flesh one?"
I just need a doctor. Help me. And Gebeddo holds up his like broken arm.
And Keth holds Gebeddo up real close to the guy in charge.
He takes his claws. He like lifts your arm slightly and looks at it. He goes, "A waste. You are not worth saving, small one."
I'm pretty good with this thing when it's fixed.
"Throw him in with the other beggars." And they take the Noel is like, but shinies. And he's like, "Do you have the coins now?" And they both look at each other, and he just puts his head in his hands, and he's like, "Just take them out of the city." And the guards hang their heads and turn to leave.
Keth, all the while, is looking for, I guess, what is he seeing around him? Is it kind of windy alleyways, or?
Yeah, so this is an older city, and it's definitely got some winding alleyways and things in here. It looks like a richer part of town, so some of it, like the buildings are nicer. The other thing that you are noticing is that there are a lot of lizard folk and gnolls in here, and they seem to have just they're just using the place. They're not necessarily using it for, it doesn't look like it's being lived in the same way that it is intended. It's just sort of being lived in.
Based on Keth's ample practice with his new fancy footwork, being able to run straight up walls and trees and such, does he feel like he can get to the roof of the buildings around him?
Not carrying Gebeddo.
Okay.
What if Gebeddo were smaller?
Stop it. Like, I know you're not here, and I know Gebeddo isn't responding. Stop it.
In his mind, he's just like, "God, I hope nobody shrinks me right now."
Constantly.
I mean, it worked out great the first time.
What a classic moment.
So as we're being led back to the city gate, I imagine Keth is looking for kind of an opportunity to run, and
you definitely think you have an opportunity to run. That you could do that pretty much anytime you wanted to.
And he whispers to Gebeddo, "Gebeddo, I'm gonna make a run for it. Get Smokey."
What? And like, in that time that it takes for Gebeddo to like understand what's happening, I imagine Keth is like
gone.
Yeah.
Taken off.
He drops Gebeddo. Well, he runs with him right up to the wall and like throws him in a relative like around the corner or some place that he feels like would be more likely for him to get away, and then take.
Yeah, you toss him into an alley. Go ahead and give me a dexterity saving throw.
Who?
Keth, not Gebeddo.
Not Keth,
Gebeddo,
not
you get
Gebeddo,
thrown.
not Jennuvera or Asher, who are just watching this.
Yeah, like, wait, what?
What's happening?
They can't see us, I imagine.
So I don't know
can.
what you two have been following behind,
Yeah.
right? And then they turn around and head back toward the gates. Keth tosses Gebeddo to the side and makes a run for it. But you know, you're running past guards, so that's why I'm having you do a dexterity saving throw. Keth.
19.
Okay. You run past. They shoot a spear out towards you, and you easily dodge it and run for the building and run straight up it. Both of the guards panic and flee after you. And when they see you run up the building, they look at each other. They start chittering at one another in a language none of you understand, and then they burst into the nearest building. They're running to try and track you down, in theory. Gebeddo, you tumble into an alleyway, but there's, like, nobody follows you into the alleyway, so you're just alone in the alleyway now.
Great. I don't know what to do because I thought the gnolls were taking us to the other beggars where we would be able to get information. So Gebeddo uncorks the ever-smoking bottle.
Okay.
And he whispers, "Light 'em up." And he just lets smoke start pouring into the streets.
Wait, Gebeddo.
Yeah, what's up? I don't know what else to do right now. So I figured at the very least I could cause a commotion, make it all crazy, and then see what my friends do.
Okay, well...
Also, you're a sword. Stop that. Thank you.
No, it's Jennuvera.
Well, Gebeddo doesn't know that you guys are there.
What? Gebeddo...
I'm still a spider. I'm just...
Gebeddo, Asher... Asher and I followed you in here, and we just...
Whoa. I'm sorry. All of my worlds combined at once. Where are you?
Where are you? I was right next to you. I was on, like, your left side, and I can't see you anymore.
I mean, I haven't moved, so...
And
I guess you're still here. And Gebeddo puts a hand out, and tries to feel for her.
Jennuvera feels down.
Asher shoots web.
How?
With
How do you
my
shoot
spider
web?
butt.
All right. Well, I just want to know how you shot web.
Form?
How is baby form? How a girl get pregnant?
Okay, can we get out of the smoke? I get your plan. Sorry, we didn't have time to fill you in. We just figured we'd follow you in to where... Why did Keth just leave you? What did he say when he whispered?
He said, "I'm going to make a break for it." And
Why?
Then he made a break for it.
Why?
I unwild shape.
No.
Why?
Shh. I'm sorry. I don't know.
I thought we were
Keth,
making
you
a motion
reach-
on purpose.
Keth, you reach the top of the building, and you are now peering down at the rest of the interior part of the city. The two guards down below you look confounded, angry, disappointed, scared, maybe a little worried, and then they run inside the building below you.
Keth just walks around the rooftops and looks around the city and tries to see an idea of how many gnolls
Goes
and
for a nice
lizard
little-
folk are walking around.
Nice little
Give me a
roll.
Yeah, he takes in the view. He cracks open a cool beer and enjoys a rooftop picnic.
Give me a perception check.
It's pretty nice.
Not a bad down.
15.
Okay, you look out over this interior part of the city. There are literally hundreds of lizard folk and gnolls moving around here. Maybe thousands. This whole part of the city is just full of them. And out beyond, in the outer parts of the city, are full of them too. You do see some of the greater races in the city out on the outside of the wall. But from your vantage point, things don't look good. From what you can tell, it looks like all of the people of the greater races that are here are in bondage. They are here against their will and are being exploited by the lizard folk and the gnolls. Not that kind of bondage.
Yeah, that all of a sudden it was less sexy.
Yeah, you see all of the greater races are in gimp suits. They're leather, head to toe, assless chaps, the whole deal.
But it's all consensual and everyone's into it and it's great. Everyone's having a lot.
You know all the safe words just from here.
Well, he has helm of hearing. So he looks for a path from where he is to the greater race people.
Yeah, if you left this part of the city, the inner part of the city, and went back out, there are a few pockets of them, but there are lizard folk and gnolls interspersed everywhere.
Okay. And then he goes back to the edge and tries to look for Gebeddo.
You see smoke billowing out of the alleyway you threw Gebeddo in.
Nice, he did it. Because Asher wild shaped back to half elf.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but you can't see anything inside the smoke.
You just see smoke, and you hear.
He just.
But why?
He hears Asher though.
No.
Okay.
I mean, is he wearing the helm of hearing?
If he's wearing the helm of hearing.
No, he didn't think to put it on because he wasn't worried about sexy bondage.
No, he was worried about. I'm going to run up a wall. I'm going to do it.
It was fucking cool, right? I mean,
it was pretty fucking sweet.
I did like
so,
it. I'm jealous.
Keth just posts up right there and just keeps looking around.
Okay. Out from the building below, a door swings open and outrun the two guards with their spears. They are panting heavily. Their tongues are like.
Keth runs down.
People.
Wait, they're panting and their tongues are panting?
No, they're panting. Their tongues are hanging out.
Oh, got it. There was a visual bit that you were doing.
Yeah. Well, I also said. Their tongues are hanging out. They're like...
Their tongues are hanging out and panting, so their tongues, a little mouth opens and another tongue comes out, and it's panting.
Yeah. What excellent content we're creating. Wow.
Gold.
This is a good episode.
You're welcome,
This is a great
listeners, for this
episode.
truly unbelievable experience.
So, the two gnolls, who are winded, find you on the roof, and they draw their spears and... point them at you and move to try and pincer you.
Yeah, Keth fights him.
Okay. Roll initiative.
Nat 20.
Okay, you go first.
Fuck yeah, it's gonna be great. All right. So he's just gonna run up and swing at the closest one to him. 3 swings. With the Redeemers. We got 21, 17, and 18.
You have 2 hits.
All right, he'll use a gauntlet. Actually, both gauntlets. Fuck yes, with 10, 16, 17, 24, 25. 35 damage. And then he'll action surge for 2 more swings with the Redeemers. With a 18 and a 17.
So 1 hit.
$16 damage. And then
okay.
Key it up. For 2 flurry of blows, he's trying to knock them prone each time. 17.
Miss on the 17.
And 18.
You hit with that one, and you just knock the guy unconscious.
Cool. So there's one. There's still one standing.
Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, and he stabs in with you with his spear. He hits you once. For 12 piercing.
Hey. All right, Keth swings back. 3 Redeemer's shots. We got 30, 18, 21.
30? Jesus. Yeah, you hit with all of them.
1, 2. Fistful of dice. I love it.
Let's go.
40 damage.
Oh.
Okay.
And key it up, trying to knock him prone. And that's 19 and 15.
Then 19 hits.
8 damage.
Okay, so you swing in like boom, 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 and then like spin around and kick him in the face, and he also falls down unconscious.
So Keth takes their uniforms, and then he wants to make his way back down to the streets.
How are you going to make your way down?
Looking over the edge, do I see kind of fire escapes?
There aren't any fire escapes. No, it was like a flat-walled building that you ran up.
Okay. He goes inside.
Okay. You're like walking down the stairs inside.
Well, he puts on one of the uniforms first and then heads inside.
Okay. The uniform shirt fits fine. The pants are a little strange because they're designed to fit knoll legs, which are bent the other way, like hyenas. So they don't really fit great. They're very uncomfortable.
Keth makes sure his hood is over his face, or like as much as he can, so that people can't see that he's not a gnoll. And then he just sneaks downstairs, right outside.
Okay. You don't run into anybody before you reach the alleyway.
All right. He goes to the alleyway where he last saw Gebeddo, and there's a bunch of smoke coming from.
Okay.
Hey, are you still here? Anybody here?
Yeah, we haven't gone anywhere. We didn't. Where did you go? What happened?
Where? Oh, great. Well, I found out where everyone is. All the greater race of folk. They're all in chains.
Like sexy chains?
God.
I mean, I didn't. I didn't put on my helm of hearing, so maybe that's the best case scenario, I suppose.
Jesus.
But I could lead us there. But there's a bunch of gnolls and lizardfolk patrolling the streets, and I think I made them mad.
What happened? Why do you think you made them mad?
Also,
I got this too.
Those are some weird looking pants there.
Yeah, are you okay?
They're guards' pants. Yeah, I'm fine. He has a little bit of blood trickling down, but he wipes it off.
I meant in your heart because you're wearing bad pants.
Oh yeah, no. This is kind of like I'm like acting, you know, like this is a role I'm playing, so it's not me.
Oh, we're gonna do Jennuvera's cockamamie schema after all?
I figured I could blend in a little bit more because I can't be invisible like a couple of y'all, and I don't know. I figured I'd have this plan B in my back pocket. I have another uniform for somebody if they want it.
I mean, I have another use of wild shape until I take an hour rest. So
you only have 2?
Yeah, but they refresh every time I do a short rest.
All right.
It's annoying, right?
I just never did that because we never take short rests.
Oh,
right.
I can do this then. And Gebeddo cast Disguise Self on himself to make himself look like a lizard folk.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, I buy it.
Yeah, you look great. Put these on.
Know. Well,
do you?
Yeah, like Disguise Self, I can just make it look like I'm wearing
awesome
the clothes already. So, like, Asher, if you want to wear pants for the first time ever.
I mean, these are shorts. These are shorts.
If that's what you call them, bud.
They're short.
They are quite short. That is true. I mean, you don't have to put on the outfit.
Well, that's good.
You could do a wild shape thing instead.
That's really good. I'm glad I don't have to put on the outfit.
All right, that's fine.
I also have a potion of climbing
throws it away.
that I've just had in my pouch for a while, so that just in case we ever need to climb out of here, one person can.
Well, it looks like Keth can climb just fine on his own.
I meant more like you can fly,
from us.
and then it's. I guess I was looking at Gebeddo. I was looking more at Gebeddo, and I hand him the potion of climbing just in case, bud.
Thanks, bud.
Did you say away from us stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure did.
I'm really not sure what your plan here is.
I don't think we are. We have no idea.
We're storming the castle.
We just commit. It seems like we're like we'll do it different this time, but it seems like we're going towards light regicide again. It just feels like it.
No, Keth didn't catch that when they said outside of the castle with the other beggars that there was a group of beggars that are just hanging out. So Keth thought that they were just going to kick him out of the castle like they do the other beggars, but now he understands better.
I think.
I'm glad he does.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is the plan?
What are we
here?
doing? This is the first time we haven't had a plan in forever, and it feels scary.
It shows. Yeah.
Gebeddo, tell your friends the plan should be murder.
I don't want to tell them that.
Tell them.
No, I feel like that's.
Tell them.
I just feel like that's always a plan B.
So bored.
No, I know. Oh, girl, you're telling me.
The last thing you gave me was those shadows. I did not like them.
I know it's not super filling. It didn't feel great for me either. But like desperate times, right?
Gebeddo knows.
No, I remember.
And the lizard folk crunch when you go in.
So easy.
I got an idea, or at least I have a half-cocked idea.
That's all we got, bud. What's going on?
So, inside the city, there's a bunch of... You said that there's people in chains? There's no way we can conquer every single lizard folk, every single gnoll, all by ourselves. We're very strong, but there's just too many. What if we cause an uprising?
Just your casual Thursday night uprising.
What if we free everyone as much as we can and get them weapons and gear and stuff? They might not be able to fight, though. That's the only downside. But they will probably fight if it's to get out and for their freedom. Right?
Yeah.
It's the only thing I can think of.
Either way, I think getting to these folk are a good idea to get information like we had talked about, and then we can try and incite riots if the mood strikes us.
And I mean, if we have to kill a ton and like inspire and do all these things, that might not be the worst idea. Especially if we can incite from inside so that it tears itself apart, because they're not using half of the stuff here. It seems like, right?
Yeah, I mean, they called gold shinies.
What a
what
a fantasy trope.
This is not a complex scenario that we're dealing with here. You know, these are not
masterminds.
Right.
To be honest, neither are we. But Asher, I do like your plan. I think that we will be able to cover more ground.
Were you about to suggest we split up?
No, I was not.
Okay.
Oh,
okay.
I was gonna say we could cover more ground with you and Keth dressed as guards, but then I don't know if that will create more of a scene if guards are going around. Like, it might get us through the streets easier, but you might just have to make sure I just don't know how to communicate this wide-scale riot.
What if we do something like this? Hey, guards, it's our turn. And then we send the other guards away. And then while they're gone, we talk to the people.
Boss says it's our turn.
Good. Okay. I believe it.
Should I not be a spider? Should I be wearing... Oh, no, I have to be wearing... I don't want to...
I can free people while I'm invisible, so...
That's also true.
Yeah,
we just got to do it quick.
You'll be less useful as a spider.
Yeah.
But also less clothed. So I understand your concern.
Thank you. I feel seen.
So you gonna put these pants on?
And he takes them and he puts them on. And they don't feel right, but not for the reasons that it doesn't feel right for Keth. It feels wrong because Asher's just doesn't get it. He doesn't get what cloth touching his shins means. Like,
You hear some chittering in the roadway outside this alley at the edges of the smoke.
Gebeddo corks the bottle.
Okay.
And
the smoke begins to slowly dissipate. And on the other end are two guards. They are both gnolls, and they both have spears. And they're chittering, and they see you, and they see you, a lizard folk. And they say, "Oh, sorry, no mean to... Hey, why flesh ones wear uniform?"
So, I guess Keth had put on gloves.
Yeah, he said he had pulled the hoods up over there.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Yeah, he's not shaped like a gnoll. He's shaped like a half-orc.
Wow.
Have you never heard of mercenaries before?
No. What that?
And Keth just goes up and like cracks the quarterstaff and does a bunch of crazy moves and
give me a performance check.
Or an intimidation, maybe, or
sure. Give me yes.
It's got to be good at intimidation.
That's what I was hoping. I know you're not good at performance, right?
Also charisma, damn it.
Equally trained.
17.
Yeah.
Nice.
They're like, "Oh, okay." Is that a...
Do you not get it?
Not really.
Listen. I was hired by somebody way above you.
Yeah.
To keep order here, and that's what I'm gonna do. So you just stay out of my way.
Yeah. I guess if you don't get it, it's not for you.
And Gebeddo, the lizard folk, like brushes them aside and walks past.
Yeah, Keth follows.
Asher follows.
You hear some confused chittering behind you.
Hey, Gebeddo, maybe we should have done the we're prisoners and you're bringing us to the prison thing, but I guess we're beyond that point.
I mean, it seems like they're fucking dumb.
But the gnolls are dumb, but what about the lizard folk themselves? Slask he was smart-ish.
He was clever as fuck, yeah.
Well, we could change it up. I mean, as long, we're around another corner. I don't see anybody.
Let's see what happens, I guess. Cockamamie scheme. Ho!
Yeah, I guess you want to like pretend tie your hands.
But should we get out of the outfits we're in?
I mean, yeah, probably.
Yeah. So Keth disrobes.
Not right here, Keth.
Keth.
What?
Okay, well, if he's doing it, and I also start disrobing.
Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. See, it's odd. This is the kind of stuff that like sometimes I just need to talk about. Like, why are my friends just this is the thing, the fundamental thing about guys, right? They're just gonna get naked anywhere, and that just, it doesn't make sense to me. But I can't just say, why are you the way you are?
Yeah. Oh, yes. What? No, sorry. I was having a bit of a nap
He's
there.
literally naked right there.
Oi!
Hey everyone, just a couple quick reminders. If you like the show, don't forget to tell your friends. And you can head over to patreon.com/adventureinc and become a patron as well. You can also head to our website, adventureincpod.com, for links to our social media and the store where you can find t-shirts, stickers, and more. That's all. We'll see you next week.